Steady, get your butts ready. Leave it. Okay. So here's the dilemma. You are a villain, and I'm training you to be an Uber villain, not one that kills in reality. But in your writing, you need to create a Uber villain, and you need motivation. And currently, the motivation is this: a recall. You have in your reality you. And for some reason, someone comes from another reality. So, move on. There's no longer a paradox. The paradox is now a problem. A1 is the first person, A2 is the second person, and A plus B equals A2, meaning that no matter what, A1 and A2 will continuously interact with each other, knowing that B is the reason for the interacting, and the duration and amount of time in which B lasts is which A1 and A2 have a reason for interaction. So, as long as the clone knows about the other person, there is an echo Doppler uh, aggression, self-awareness, cognizance, any problem. So the agitation state should be as long as the person knows that they are within a reality that isn't real. The fixing of it is that the new reality must be accommodated, and you must go back through a death state, which reknowing habitat. So back to self-spatial awareness. The question is, as a villain, we already know this. Wow. So how do we, as a character, there's a fire truck pulling into the 7-Eleven. How do we, as an evil villain, twist this even further? Say someone comes from another dimension, exactly like you clamoring for help. That's knowledge of another dimension. That's money. That's things. That's power that we can acquire. There is now another person who is me, who's on this world, who I can use to my advantage in any way I want. That's 2. And 3. Should there be a 3? This person will slightly change over time due to the fact of the knowledge that I know who they are and they knew who I are. They knew who I am. And the first one almost identical to the third one, but it's the fact that I myself have to deal with the fact of what is the knowledge of the clone of the clone law. So it is because there is an extra person, there is a chance there's an extra world I can explore. The knowledge of another fire truck is good. Same one. It's going in circles. It's okay. So I believe that if this person comes here, I should trap them. I should keep them for a year. I want to train this person to kill whoever brought this person to the world. By there, erasing the entity who was smart enough to call another person, but also having the ability to brainwash, manipulate, keep, and have an entity that will work for me, and then I get to take the place of the person that they get rid of. Only truly an evil villain would do that. So how you would do that would be using the person to destroy themselves, and then everything they destroy you own. So you mastermind them taking over captain hatred. Because you know the story of the retcon of the character, you know every string to manipulate in order to make the character even stronger. Was a fourth dimensional saga mine. The saga mimes do not care about the storyline to make it better or worse. They don't want it to end pretty or end whatever. They are just there. The people that watch want the beautifulest thing to happen within the cool computer program. If there is no villains, there isn't anyone to say, um, hey, people who are in the cruel computer, be nice. There are things and entities which make the computer itself would want to be nicer. I don't know. I haven't stopped smoking weed since I've sat down to eat food. The only reason I'm not smoking weed right now is because I can't smoke weed in this shithole store. Why can't I smoke in the store? But they let me live stream. The second part, chapter 17, the heart sleeps. It's better to taste the gun than the metal of forged bullets and magnums. It is better to be the products than generic. I'm so fucking hungry. You don't know how hungry it is. You don't know how hungry I feel. Working out. Working out. Working out. Second part, story time. We have the recall conversation. Part two is, I remember part two and now part one. Okay. A to B, copy clone. I feel like that was part two and part one is what I heard. See, this is what is really hard about being a person who talks about their story. Other writers, when they wrote their shit, they wrote about what was going on. And they used science. And everyone was cool with it. They're like, yeah. Wolverine, whatever. Flash, whatever. Quantum mechanics, whatever. Writers wrote about things that didn't involve that. So high literature was all about fake science, lowbrow, tacky comic books, $1, throw them away, toilet paper, shit I love. Highest fucking caliber of science there is. So I spent my whole fucking life studying that shit. I love simple hair. Anger. Anyways, spent my life studying that shit because I was trying to figure out the fucking issues with comic writing. And now people and writers can't figure out how to move past it. Like seeing all the Hollywood bullshit, and it's just like it's because you built your storylines around crap. And DC is starting to catch up. DC is starting to actually do well because they're making the real world. People don't. People don't want to see the real world. They want to see a shiny version of the world. They want to see the grittier, dirtier. They don't want to see one person brutally murdered. They want to see unsuspecting people getting it quickly, but the amount of pain and suffering just and for a reason that's twisted. They could imagine themselves being that, but in no way want to. I know it's gross to think about, but it's just it is writing. It is the ability of writing that you want to spare the creations that you're destroying. You have to kill them. You can't keep alive your main character forever. Keeping your character alive for a fucking year is brutal. A normal human's life is endless, infinitely, and you can tell them a story that spans years. You can fill them with joy, but you've only filled out like 2% of their fucking lives. You have no ability to fill a person's joy and life meter up for half the fucking time for the rest of their fucking lives. Maybe possible. Simpsons does that for me. But it leaves me with an emptiness, a taste in my tongue. So fucking weird. What is the second thing I'm supposed to talk about? We had our goldfish theory. We were working on the idea that a goldfish has a certain amount of time of thought, whether it be 6 minutes to 10 minutes. It repeats back to, I don't know, or some sort of thought. I like the idea that it perceives life for a certain amount and then it thinks of death. And that's why it resets its thought path. I don't understand what you could possibly think of about and then forget, and then about and then forget, unless you're a stone. The goldfish's mind isn't as big as mine, so when I'm done being stupid, I think about what I am and what I can. A goldfish probably just thinks, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna die soon. That's why I don't think it's much. And then it jumps out of the fucking bowl.